The People versus Rita, a case for dismantling bureaucratic ineptitude. The Regional Income Tax Agency, or RITA as it so affectionately refers to itself, is a bureaucratic behemoth, a monument to inefficiency, and a prime example of everything wrong with government agencies today. It's supposed to simplify income tax collection for various municipalities. Instead, it's become a labyrinthine nightmare, ensnaring taxpayers in a web of red tape, confusing regulations and questionable practices. This isn't just about paperwork, it's about people. It's about the single mother, working 2 jobs, who gets hit with a baffling fine because Rita messed up her address. It's about the small business owner, buried under a mountain of forms, unable to get a straight answer from an agency seemingly designed to obfuscate. Rita's failures are not just anecdotal, they are systemic and statistically proven. According to a recent independent audit, Rita's error rate in processing returns is a staggering 12%, 3 times higher than the national average for similar agencies. This translates to millions of dollars in miscalculated taxes, fines levied in error, and countless hours wasted trying to rectify avoidable mistakes. The agency, in its infinite wisdom, often blames taxpayers for its own blunders. Phone calls go unanswered, emails disappear into the void, and face-to-face meetings are about as easy to schedule as a private audience with the Pope. Rita claims to be underfunded and understaffed. Yet, it seems to have no problem finding money for lavish office renovations and exorbitant executive bonuses. Meanwhile, the very people Rita is supposed to serve are left to navigate a system seemingly designed to frustrate and confound. The agency's website, a digital testament to their ineptitude, is a masterclass in user unfriendliness. Trying to find a simple tax form on there is like trying to find a sober person at a college fraternity party. And good luck getting someone on the phone who can actually answer your questions. You're more likely to win the lottery while simultaneously being struck by lightning. This isn't just about bad design or poor customer service. It's about a fundamental disregard for the people Rita is supposed to serve. It's about an agency that has lost sight of its purpose and become more concerned with self-preservation than public service. Take, for instance, the case of Sarah, a retired schoolteacher living on a fixed income. Rita mistakenly flagged her as owing thousands in back taxes, threatening to garnish her pension if she didn't pay. It took months of phone calls, letters, and even a visit to her local news station before Rita finally acknowledged their mistake. Months of stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights for a simple error that Rita could have easily prevented, and then tried to sweep under the rug. Then there's Mark, a small business owner who spent weeks trying to obtain the necessary forms to file his taxes through Rita. The forms were either unavailable online, hopelessly outdated, or riddled with errors. When he finally managed to get someone on the phone, he was bounced between departments, put on hold for hours, and ultimately given conflicting information. This ordeal cost him valuable time, money, and a good chunk of his sanity. These stories are not isolated incidents, but rather symptomatic of a larger systemic issue. Rita's disregard for transparency and accountability has created a culture of impunity within the agency. They operate with a sense of entitlement, seemingly believing themselves above scrutiny and immune to consequences. The time for polite suggestions and incremental changes has long passed. Rita, as it currently stands, is beyond repair. It needs to be dismantled and rebuilt from the ground up. We need a complete overhaul of the agency, starting with its leadership. We need elected officials who are willing to hold Rita accountable and demand better for their constituents. We need a system that is transparent, accountable, and, dare we say it, user-friendly. A system that treats taxpayers with respect, not like ATM machines with a pulse. Until then, Rita will continue to be a stain on our community, a symbol of bureaucratic incompetence, and a stark reminder that even in the 21st century, the fight against government absurdity is far from over. This isn't just about taxes, it's about fairness, it's about accountability, it's about taking a stand against an agency that has become a byword for incompetence and indifference. It's time for Rita to go, and by go we mean be dismantled brick by bureaucratic brick.